So this is from NBCSports.com, 2024 NFL GM rankings. They go Andy Reid / Brett Veach of the Chiefs 1, Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch of the 49ers 2, Howie Roseman of the Eagles 3. They rank Andrew Berry 15th. Andrew Berry's 40% of the way through the Deshaun Watson 5-year fully guaranteed contract. QB hasn't done anything. Berry has built a franchise around player Myles Garrett through a combination of solid draft picks, trade acquisitions. Mission has been been made much harder by the Watson trade, limiting the Browns to 0 top 50 selections over the past 3 drafts. This is all in group. 2024 is where the last stand begins, very much including for Berry. Mary Kay, I get the whole thing with the Deshaun Watson trade. It hasn't really limited what Andrew Berry's been able to do, building out by most accounts, this is one of the top rosters in the NFL. So you can say the trade, and it hasn't worked out, but he's still been able to put together a really good roster, hasn't he?
Yeah, who wrote that again? Just out of curiosity.
NBCSports.com is where we got it from.
Yeah, I just don't really agree with much of that because, first of all, everyone seems to forget that it's not that Deshaun Watson hasn't worked out. It's that Deshaun Watson last year was injured all year. He was injured for 11 games. So you can't just say, oh, he didn't work out. So I take issue with that. And then when you look at what Andrew Berry has done to restock this roster in the absence of 3 first-round picks, he's been able to make some phenomenal trades, including a trade for Jerry Jeudy, a trade for Elijah Moore. He made the trade for Amari Cooper a couple days before they made the Deshaun Watson trade. But still, that was another former first-round pick added to this roster for not much in the way of draft capital, and then trading for Zadarius Smith. So he's really used the trade market to help pull this whole thing together in the absence of some of those picks. I don't think that's hurt them very much at all because when you're going to be picking later in the first round, the hit rate on those is 50% anyway. So to be able to go out and find players that are going to come in here and do for you what some of these guys have done, and to sign a player like Joe Flacco last year that went 4-1 and helped get them to the playoffs, I just think that he's done a tremendous job, and I don't think 15 is high enough at all.
Yeah, I agree. The other thing is DeJuan Jones and MJ Emerson, third, fourth round picks that are on trajectory to be really, really impactful. Those guys might be Pro Bowl players, both of them, and you got them in the third and fourth rounds.